They called him Johnny Steele on the streets. At 22, Johnny ran errands for a small crime family on the South Side, moving packages, collecting debts, driving fast cars through darker neighborhoods where sirens were just background noise. He wore gold chains thick as ropes, pockets always heavy, phone buzzing with names he didn't bother to save. The life promised respect, power, protection. At home, his grandmother, Rosa, knelt beside her bed every night. She prayed his name out loud. God, keep him alive. God, bring him back. Johnny laughed when she talked about faith. Grandma, God doesn't run these streets, he said once. Men with guns do. She never argued. She just prayed harder. Then came the night everything collapsed. A routine pickup turned into flashing blue lights. Tires screamed. Hands hit the pavement. The judge didn't care about excuses or loyalty. 5 years. No deals, no favors. The family didn't show up for sentencing. Not one. Behind the prison glass, his grandmother sat small but steady. Johnny slammed his fist against the table. Where's your God now? He snapped. If he's real, why am I locked in here? Tears ran down her face, but her voice didn't shake. Sometimes, she said softly, God lets us fall so we learn how to kneel. Johnny turned away, furious. The first year inside broke him. No protection, no reputation, just concrete, metal, and long nights staring at the ceiling. The men he thought were brothers stopped writing. The streets moved on without him. One night, bored and hollow, he picked up a Bible the chaplain had left behind. He opened it to kill time. But the words cut deeper than any knife. They talked about prisons and freedom, chains and redemption, men who ruined their lives and were still forgiven. Johnny didn't understand why, but he kept reading, then praying. Not for money, not for favors. Just talking. He earned his GED, enrolled in college classes, started leading Bible studies for men who'd never felt hope without a price tag. The angry kid went in. A different man came out at 27. No one would hire an ex-con tied to the Mafia world. So Johnny volunteered, spoke to kids who reminded him of himself. One turned into 10, 10 into hundreds. Years passed. At 45, Pastor John stood before thousands every Sunday. Men and women pulled off the same streets that once owned him. His grandmother lived long enough to see it. At her funeral, he whispered through tears, You never stopped praying, even when I cursed God. He looked up at the sky. Prison wasn't my punishment. It was my rescue. The streets promised him everything and gave him chains. God promised him nothing and gave him freedom. Sometimes everything has to fall apart, so it can be rebuilt the right way. Subscribe to Mafia Files for more powerful stories of crime, redemption, and the lives changed behind the shadows.